But you, O God, are gracious and true, long-suffering, and in mercy ordering all things. For if we sin, we are yours, knowing your power, but we will not sin, knowing that we are counted yours. For to know you is perfect righteousness. Yeah, to know your power is the root of immortality. For neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors, the painter's fruitless labor. The sight whereof entices fools to lust after it, and so they desire the form of a dead image that has no breath. Both they that make them, they that desire them, and they that worship them, are the lovers of evil things, and are worthy to have such things to trust upon. For the potter, tempering soft earth, fashions every vessel with much labor for our service. Yea, of the same clay he makes both the vessels that serve for clean uses, and likewise also as such to serve the contrary. But what is the use of either sort? The potter himself is the judge. And employing his labors lewdly, he makes a vain god of the same clay, even he which a little before was made of earth himself, and within a little while after returns to the same. Out when his life which was lent to him will be demanded. Notwithstanding, his care is, not that he will have much labor, nor that his life short, but strives to excel goldsmiths and silversmiths, and endeavors to do like the workers in brass, and counts it his glory to make counterfeit things. His heart is ashes, his hope is more vile than earth, and his life of less value than clay. For as much as he knew not his Maker, and him that inspired into him an active soul, and breathed in a living spirit, but they counted our life a pastime, and our time here a market for gain. For they say, we must be getting every way, though it be by evil means. For this man, that of earthly matter makes brittle vessels and graven images, knows himself to offend above all others. And all the enemies of your people, that hold them in subjection, are most foolish, and are more miserable than very babes. For they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow to go. For man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. But no man can make a god like to himself. For being mortal, he works a dead thing with wicked hands. For he himself is better than the things which he worships, whereas he lived once, but they never. Yea, they worshipped those beasts also that are most hateful. For being compared together, some are worse than others. Neither are they beautiful, so much as to be desired in respect of beasts, but they went without the praise of God and his blessing. Therefore by the like were they punished worthily, and by the multitude of beasts tormented. Instead of which punishment, dealing graciously with your own people, you prepared for them meat of a strange taste, even quails to stir up their appetites, to the end that they, desiring food, might for the ugly sight of the beasts sent among them loathe even that, which they must needs desire. But these, suffering penury for a short space, might be made partakers of a strange taste. For it was requisite that upon them exercising tyranny should come penury, which they could not avoid. But to these it should be only shown how their enemies were tormented. For when the horrible fierceness of beasts came upon these, and they perished with the stings of crooked serpents, your wrath endured not forever. But they were troubled for a small season, that they might be admonished, having a sign of salvation, to put them in remembrance of the commandment of your law. For he that turned himself toward it was not saved by the thing that he saw, but by you, that are the Savior of all. And in this you made your enemies confess that it is you who delivers from all evil. For them the bitings of grasshoppers and flies killed, neither was there found any remedy for their life, for they were worthy to be punished by such. But your sons not the very teeth of venomous dragons overcame, for your mercy was ever by them, and healed them. For they were pricked, that they should remember your words, and were quickly saved, that not falling into deep forgetfulness, they might be continually mindful of your goodness. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaister that restored them to health, but your word, O Lord, that heals all things. For you have power of life and death. You lead to the gates of hell, and bring up again. A man indeed kills through his malice, and the spirit, when it is gone forth, returns not, neither the soul received up comes again. But it is not possible to escape your hand. For the ungodly that denied to know you were scourged by the strength of your arm. With strange rains, hails, and showers they were persecuted, that they could not avoid, and through fire they were consumed. For which is most to be wondered at, the fire had more force in the water, that quenches all things, for the world fights for the righteous. For some time the flame was mitigated, that it might not burn up the beasts that were sent against the ungodly, but themselves might see and perceive that they were persecuted with the judgment of God. And at another time it burns even in the midst of water above the power of fire, that it might destroy the fruits of an unjust land. Instead whereof you fed your own people with angels' food, and did send them from heaven bread prepared without their labor, able to content every man's delight, and agreeing to every taste. For your sustenance declared your sweetness to your children, and serving to the appetite of the eater, tempered itself to every man's liking. But snow and ice endured the fire, and melted not, that they might know that the fire burning in the hail, and the sparkling in the rain, did destroy the fruits of the enemies. But this again did even forget his own strength, that the righteous might be nourished. For the creature that serves you, who are the Maker, increases his strength against the unrighteous for their punishment, and abates his strength for the benefit of such as put their trust in you. Therefore, even then was it altered into all fashions, and was obedient to your grace, that nourishes all things, according to the desire of them that had need, that your children, O Lord, whom you love, might know that it is not the growing of the fruits that nourishes man, but that it is your word which preserves them that put their trust in you. For that which was not destroyed of the fire, being warmed with a little sunbeam, soon melted away, that it might be known that we must prevent the sun to give you thanks, and at the dayspring pray to you. For the hope of the unthankful will melt away as the winter's hoar frost, and will run away as unprofitable water.